What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan, and I'm BMax45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have a hobby news for the Digimon TCG. This is our deck excitement list. This is our not-so-tier list for the special release booster 2.0. So this is BT18, some of BT19. We're doing our trifecta, the final video, as we get into the pre-release and release season of Release Booster 2.0. Pre-release should be coming this week. Hopefully we get our boxes and we can do a bunch of box openings and other videos here. And then we get into deck profiles, shortly after release. But we're going to have a lot of stuff coming up on the channel here, so we're going to be talking about which decks we're excited for. Like I said, I don't do tier lists, so I'm not going to say what's the best, what's the worst. I'm just going to give you the decks that I'm excited for and, how excited I am for them. Kind of like if I'm really looking forward to playing them, or if I'm just kind of like, maybe I'll check them out at some point, or if I'm not really interested at all. We're going to be going through and just going through like we usually do and saying what we're excited for in this format. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. Well, let's get into it here. Let's talk about it. As always, we have a handful of decks that are coming out in this set, and we're going to be looking at them here. We have as always, we have the S, which is what we're super excited for. The next one down is what we're kind of pretty excited for. B is kind of, we might want to build it, but if we don't, whatever. C is, we're not really caring that much, and D is dog crap, or just something we're just not, what's her name? Gosh, not Morphmon, but the level 6 EOS Mon. I've never been interested in EOS Mon. I've never been interested in D Reaper either. So that would go in the D category for me. Especially now with Mother and that Shoto combo, I'm just like, no, that's like Dark Worlds and Yu-Gi-Oh! And as they used to say in Yu-Gi-Oh!, friends don't let friends play Dark Worlds. So let's get into it here. We'll start off. We got the blue hybrid. Well, it's not really blue hybrid. There's going to be the Magna. I'll call it the Magna Garurumon and the Emperor Greymon deck. Each one's going to have its own kind of build based on like half of the total hybrids in the set. I wasn't sure. I thought it was going to be like a blue-red hybrid thing, but it's really not. In fact, looking at the cards, it's better to build it as a multicolored deck, both of them. So I said for the Magna, I think the Magna one, I am definitely interested in the deck. I might not. No, I might build. Definitely interested in the deck. Not sure how excited I am to build it. I think it's cool. It makes use of the Beetlemon line as well as the purple line, which that's kind of cool as well. And it's got yellow as well. It doesn't have blue in it, which is kind of interesting. Because the blue is actually in the Emperor Greymon, and the Emperor Greymon is something I love. Emperor Greymon, one of my favorite cards in the game, so he's getting super excited to build that deck no matter what. We get Kumamon, we get the Kazimon line as well mixed in with there, and honestly, I really like the yellow hybrids from original BT7, so I'm actually really excited for that deck. Emperor Greymon's always kind of my play style, so I'm going back to that. But definitely more excited for the Emperor deck than the Magna deck. But we'll see how that thing goes in the future. Maybe I'll switch it around. Maybe I'll play both. We'll see what. And sometimes it's nice to play both just so that you kind of have an idea when you play against it what to do. I've been currently built Galaxy deck and have been testing Galaxy deck just because I had such a hard time at the last regionals. If I don't have a chance to play against someone online who's playing that deck, I'd like to at least test it myself so I kind of know its strengths and weaknesses, and that can really help you in a matchup. I did the same thing with Ancient Garurumon after I lost hard to it with my Imperial Dramon deck at the regionals in the last match, and now I've been beating all of my Ancient Garurumon Blue Hybrid matchups. So I just kind of know the strengths and weaknesses of the deck. So sometimes that's really cool to just build stuff just so you understand how the deck works. Because there's nothing worse than going up against something and not understanding what the hell is going on. But sometimes that's the card game, honestly. If you don't have a lot of people to play with, a big testing group, sometimes that happens. Moving on here, of course we have Lucon. I played 7 Demon Lords, so we should have all known that I was going to go hard for purple, because it's a Lucon purple-yellow deck. Let's play this stuff. I'm all in. I'm excited to see how you build the deck. Definitely going to have lots of Lucemons, lots of Chaos modes. Is Dynasmon and Lord Nightmon going to be important? Is the old BT13 one's going to be important? In fact, maybe that's where we start. Maybe we should do a how to build video next on the Lucemon stuff. So that would be actually kind of pretty interesting to do. It's going to be crazy building these decks, and so there's a lot of stuff in there. A lot of cool stuff, and of course you have the good guy deck, the bad guy deck. So it's kind of nice having one of each, just to kind of see which one's really been given the optimal support in this set, and to see how it's going to do against other meta decks. So I'm very excited for Lucemon. I think, like, I don't know if these are going to be top tier, but regardless, I want to test them out and I want to try them out. The cool thing is we're getting Lucon X-Antibody with the BT19 stuff, so we're getting all of the Lucon support at one time. So it's going to be fully powered deck day one this coming Friday when we get pre-release. So as well, we have other decks here. We have the Royal Base deck. As a green deck, I would say I am fairly interested to play Royal Base. It seems like a cool kind of insect kind of strategy. The fact that you have face-up security cards is actually pretty cool. So I'm actually interested in the Royal Base line and the Liberator stuff in general, because it's been really fun to play the Liberator stuff so far. So I'm actually really interested in the Royal Base stuff. I think it's going to be really cool. New insect mechanic, face-up security cards. I mean, what's not to love? And we're definitely going to get more support for it down the line as we get more Liberator cards. So definitely thinking, maybe not on the top of my list, but definitely interested in it. So that's good. We also have the other Liberator deck, which is the Ryugamon, the Aqua stuff. I'm interested in it. Maybe not going to build it this go around, but I'm definitely interested. So we'll see what happens. If I want to tear apart my other blue decks that I have together, then yeah, I'll definitely give it a head, give it a try. See what happens with it. But we're gonna go from there. But it looks like an interesting deck, so I'm not opposed to trying it. Yeah, the whole like killing your guy and bringing out your, one of the Digivolution sources looks really cool. I can't remember what it's called from the web comic there, but I'm definitely interested in it. So we'll put that one in the kind of interested category. Millennium Mon. I don't know. It's an interesting concept, the whole Wicked God composite type one. I'd have to say again, I'm not interested in playing it, but I'm also not like super invested in it. So if it comes up and it works out that I need a deck or I want to test something new for one of my profiles, definitely think about getting into it. Has some cool, interesting abilities. Chimeramon, Machinedramon, definitely an interesting kind of build. With cross mechanic, DNA digital, it's got a lot. So I definitely think it's worth a look into to see. And again, like I said, build something just to see how it plays, so that when you go up against it, you're not in a bad spot. So it's actually really kind of cool that we're getting all the Millennium Mon stuff at one time. It works out. So this one will be full power, just like Lucemon, just like these two will be full power. This will be full power because it's getting all support. This, I guess, would be full power, but it's not getting as many cards, in my opinion, as these three, because these three have like 2 dedicated lines in both sets that they're getting. This is going to be full power just because it's getting everything it was supposed to get in this set, plus all the previous hybrid stuff we have. So there's that too. So yeah, that's interesting stuff there. We got a couple more here. We have the 3 Musketeers, and I'm going to put 3 Musketeers up here because I'm still interested in this deck, and we're getting the Tamer, and we're only getting 1 card. We're getting the Violet Tamer. I don't know if the Violet Tamer is going to make this deck any more consistent, but I'm willing to give this deck another shot next go around. There's no real black decks that I'm super interested in. Yeah, I guess this could be considered a black deck. That, not really. It's red, purple, and black, so I mean, but like this is more, I guess this was kind of my black deck for the format, just because there is a lot of black cards in it. But I guess I could try this again because I am excited for the new Violet card. It's going to have its own Tamer, so I think that's really cool, and I think I would love to test to see if that brings the consistency of this deck up a little bit more. But we'll see what happens there, you know, in the next format anyways. But yeah, no, it's definitely on my more interested one because I actually really like the 3 Musketeers stuff from this set. Like I really do like Gundramon, Magna Kidmon, and Beelstar Ace, and Beelstar X-Antibody. They're all really cool cards, and just really like the way the deck kind of functions. Lastly, we have Purple Hybrid. And I don't know if this is actually a thing or if this is just going to be part of the Magna deck. But I love Purple Hybrid way back in BT7, Cherubimon, Loemon, Kaiser, and Kaiser Loemon. All really great cards, and just a phenomenal deck. And I was kind of hoping that we would have our own kind of like, you could build like these decks, or you could build your own like hybrid deck, purple, red, blue, whatever you want. I don't know if that's going to be the case in this set. I'd have to do more research. But if there is an option to build a purple hybrid, just saying, guys, I'm there. I'm totally there. I don't care what it is. I don't care how good it is. I want to build a purple hybrid deck. I want to see it like be really, really good. It's probably not going to be, but I would love for that to be an option, just to have a really cool purple hybrid deck, because I really was one of my favorite hybrid decks. Honestly, it didn't last as long as the other ones. Obviously, it didn't stay around as long. Even like green and yellow hybrid lasted into BT8, BT9 format, where they were still kind of decent, but purple didn't last past BT7, so that was unfortunate. But you know, it was a really cool deck, and I would love for there to be an option for purple hybrid in the future. So we'll see what comes up. Maybe we'll do some testing. Maybe we'll look at some different, you know, cards and see how we could build a deck like that. I'm sure it's possible. There's so many things you can do in this card game, but that definitely would be on the top of my list here. And that kind of brings us to the end of the list. We had nothing that we weren't really excited or interested in, and we had nothing that we felt was just like no, not in 100 years. So I mean, pretty good list, honestly. You know, with most of it being new, along with some stuff that, you know, we just want to test more stuff in, as well as like some intrigue into the new stuff, but not like having to play everything new. So there's quite a good kind of cross section between what we really want to play and what we're okay with just maybe picking up at if we get the time. But that is the deck excitement list. That is the not so tier list, because I don't do tier lists. So this is my version of a tier list. So tell me what you guys think down below. Do you agree with me? Are you excited for these same decks? Are you excited for other decks? Did I miss anything in there that you're really excited for? I mean, I might have missed Twilight. I might have missed certain cards. You know, the Zenith card I think is good for like the Galaxy, or not Galaxy, whatever the Vemmon level 6 monster is, but I can't remember it right now. But like, yeah, so there is a lot of cool different cards in the set that could be good for a lot older decks. These are just the ones that I was really kind of like looking at as I was looking into the set, but maybe I missed something. Let me know, and we can talk about it in another video. and we're a couple days away from pre-release, so we'll probably have some more cool videos. Maybe we'll do a how-to video on how to build certain deck profiles, but I hope you guys enjoy this, and looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day, and that's all for now, folks.